Okay, let's talk about spiral curriculum. Firstly, what is spiral? Spiral is a continually waved, tightly bound curve. Spiral curriculum is a procedure which defines that to learn things more enormously or deeply. A child goes from a basic fact to the complicated one by reiterating it continuously over a period of time. It means that child can learn further from his previous knowledge. So it's merely a process when a teacher taught a subject from a basic level to the complicated one and repeating it continuously over a period of time. So as children are active learners, so they learn from their previous knowledge and utilize their knowledge properly. So it mainly taught us that when a teacher teaches a subject to the student by increasing the toughness, it will be beneficial for them as they will be creative as well as they will learn new skills. If the toughness level will not be increased, their mind will not be open. Okay, let's have a glimpse on the example. In the beginning, young child first start to identify the animals. As he becomes to identify animals, later he will easily examine the similarities and differences in each of them, and hereafter as the complexity increases, he will study about their habitats and their finally he will learn about the anatomy. So firstly, children don't know about the animals, then they started to differentiate between all the them, and they started to learn the anatomies and the habitats about all the things. They started to differentiate between the birds, insect, fishes, amphibians, reptilians and mammals. Now, three main principles of spiral curriculum. First one is repetition. Child should repeat the concept till he becomes familiar with it. Obviously, if a child repeat a task again and again, he becomes familiar with it, and because the molecular bond of the brain becomes stronger, so that they will learn exactly whatever they have repeat. Next one is expanding complexity. More likely when child adapts the basic facts, then step by step increase the complexity. If a child learn from the basic one, simple one, then they reach to master level. So by increasing the complexity. Let's have an example. Suppose a child learns vegetation. There is a chapter of vegetation in the class 7th, 8th and 9th. So it doesn't mean the criteria remain same. The toughness varies. It increases classes wise. Next one is use previous information. To build new knowledge, child should turn previous information to account and utilize it properly. So previous information really helps to utilize, make new concept, new ideas, uses a new information of knowledge. So a child should use that previous knowledge and link to the new knowledge. So they should use them properly. You may have heard the name of scaffolding, right? As it is used to raise building for renovations and remodels. So what is the scaffolding mean? It's the providing guidance to raise a level of a child, to learn new skills and to build confidence. So according to Wikipedia, scaffolding means a provisional raised structure which further come back for workers and materials during construction but exclude it at the last. Jerome Brunner pre-described the process of scaffolding that described in the beginning when a child goes ahead to learn things. Concept meanwhile, teachers and parents play a vital role by providing him ongoing support to understand the concept. So adult participation is very important as AMKO. AMKO is more knowledgeable than others. So adult participate in the learning process of the child. They raise their level. As they become familiar with the concept, he needs no more support because they become independent learner by giving more skill and manage to do tasks by their own. Like scaffolding, which is to use at time or construction and remove after raising a building, a child wins a support. Exactly like that. Firstly, parents, teachers and adult participate into learning process of a child, and when they become familiar with all the difficult tasks, then they stand by their own feet and they learn the difficult task by their own. What is the goal of scaffolding? Overcoming negative thoughts and self-perception is one of the major roles of scaffolding theory, which learners experience during their frustration and discouragement when they face difficult tasks without any helping hands. So the main goal of a scaffolding to overcome from negative thoughts and self-perception. So they become eligible to tackle with all problems, and they face every difficulty without any helping hand, without adults, their parents, their teachers. How Brunner's theory is related with preschool. The time of preschool is an integral part of every child's life in terms of brain development, their cognitive ability, different patterns of learning. So firstly, as everyone knows that preschool plays a vital role in the development of a child, because the first few days, the first few years of a child development are very important, because there's a time when their mind develop very fastly, very quickly. So as more we keep them busy, more they learn. So there will be overcome of good students, eligible students. So as consequently, theory of discovery learning, spiral curriculum, three modes of representation, and scaffolding theory help children to link previously acquired knowledge and new information to learn complex topics is an easy way by using method according to their age accordingly. So exactly, the all theories, the all spiral curriculum and the three modes of representation, all motive is to have a successful life of a child. So use these methods like have a previous knowledge and link to previous knowledge and acquire a new knowledge. So this can be only done by a solid model of learning and with assistance of various audio visual games, quiz competitions, as well as stories attention grabbing techniques which make them curious and interested in learning. So as a teacher taught us subject to, in a class, and this like a boring and dull. So if they use the techniques like quiz competitions, games, they will become familiar with that, and they will learn more, and they grasp things more with the curious. So if I give the example of a preschool environment, firstly, children don't know how to write a letter, so they move backward again and again, and they try to do, let them make a mistake. Yes, they take a long time, but it doesn't mean that they don't learn. They will become expert, they will reach to the master level. But when but we have to show, we gently show them that we have to gently show them that how to write a letter, then they will follow us. So this is the one example. If I talk about other example, if a child don't know how to eat in a plate, firstly they make mess in the plate, and they don't have any habit that how to eat in a plate. Firstly they make mess, and gradually when we taught us that how to eat, then they started to uh, maintain hygiene, and then they become expert in doing that kind of things. So exactly the meaning of all the theories, that to develop child, their brain development, to participation of adults, participation of their parents and teachers. So they should make curious them, so that they can learn new things easily. So thank you.